Today we're going to talk about all options you have when it comes to shaving for hair transplant procedure. I'm Dr. Parsa Mohebi, a hair transplant surgeon based in Los Angeles and San Francisco. Today I'm going to talk about all the options you have when it comes to FUE hair transplant procedure in terms of shaving your head and what is the best option for you. When it comes to FUE procedure and the shaving before hair transplant, we have four main options. We're going to go through all of them. Celebrity hair transplant is the least involved hair transplant procedure. So patients can walk into procedure room and walk out after procedure with no evidence of hair transplant because we don't have to shave hair at all. We don't shave hair on the donor area. We don't shave hair in recipient area either. We do a technique called long hair extraction or celebrity hair extraction that we remove hair one at a time without trimming any neighboring hair at all. The reason we called it celebrity hair transplant was because here in LA we have a lot of celebrities who just cannot afford to have any shaving at all before their hair transplant procedure. So they came to my office and started pushing for hair transplant need, and they required hair transplant, but they couldn't do it any other way. So we came up with this idea of removing hair without shaving at all. It's more time consuming and for that reason more expensive, and the other limitation is that the number of grafts are usually a little bit more limited because of the labor intensity of the procedure. But the procedure is done in a way that when you leave after procedure, there's no evidence of procedure whatsoever. So as you can see, the advantages of a celebrity hair transplant is no visibility after procedure and no downtime. The disadvantages are a limited number of grafts per session and higher cost of procedure. And the picture shows that you can come and you can leave just like this with no shaving at all and not much of a visibility of the hair transplant. Layer shaving is another option for hair transplant. So when we want to do extraction from the donor area on the back and sides and put them on the recipient area, we don't have to shave the recipient area, but we need to shave the donor area to get maximum number of grafts. If you're not doing celebrity hair transplant, the next minimally invasive option or minimally shaved option is layer shaving. In that situation, you need to have longer hair so you don't get a short haircut for a few months before procedure. We need at least like an inch and a half or maybe 2 inches so we can shave the area we need on the back and sides and leave enough hair above and below it so when you comb your hair down, the shaved area is being covered. Advantages of layer shaving are that it can easily be hidden after procedure with your own hair. Disadvantage is that you have to keep your hair longer for that, another disadvantage is that the area that is extracted could be a little bit uneven on the donor area. So be basically extracting from just one smaller area rather than using the entire donor area. So if you ever shave your head in the future, on the area that hair was removed, you may see a little bit of a contrast as that has less hair density. Partial shave before hair transplant procedure is when we keep the hair as much as we can on top and on recipient area, but the donor area that we need to have access to, we shave it. So we basically give patients a fade from this area going down. So we shave the bottom and we keep the top the way it is. We try to trim it a little bit for patients, and patients can go get it professionally faded or trimmed with a hairstylist after 4 or 5 days from the time of the procedure. Advantage of partial shaving is that there is no need to shave the entire head, and it can look just like a crew cut in a few days after procedure. Disadvantage of partial shave is that long hair in recipient area may present challenges during post-op care and wash if we compare it with complete shaving. The most convenient way of doing hair transplant is full shaving. So meaning patient come with long hair the way they usually wear it, and in the office, after designing the hairline and marking the areas that we have to put the hair that we are transplanting, we shave it for them. We shave it with a specific length that we need to do, so patients do not have to shave it at home. They should not actually shave it at home. They have to leave it to us, and we will do it at the office. The advantage of full shaving is it's easier to extract and easier to care after procedure. Everything is more visible during the process, and if you compare it to celebrity hair transplant, it's more affordable. The disadvantage of full shaving is obviously showing shaved head for people who are not used to it or who do not want to show that they had a procedure done. I hope I was able to answer your questions about trimming and shaving before hair transplant procedures. If you have any other questions, be sure to put it in the comment section. We go ahead and answer your questions whenever we receive them. Also, make sure you follow us on our social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel to see the most recent updates and news about hair restoration and the techniques of hair restoration procedure.